Begin by removing the top of the pumpkin where the stalk was. This allows you to reach inside and remove the seeds before you start. You have a template for your pumpkin, and the lines you will follow are as clear to you as rivers on a map. The puppy has floppy ears and big brown eyes, and a tail you imagine wagging with joy when treats arrive for him to eat. Maybe he'd be dressed in his own Halloween costume, a pirate or a cowboy, and he'd go door to door with the children, hoping for little bone-shaped biscuits and doggy chocolate drops. When you've removed the seeds from inside the pumpkin, you begin to carve your puppy design. It's easy to carve when you follow the template. You can scoop through the pumpkin smoothly as it is soft and spongy, and you're pleased with the results when you've finished it. You stand back and view your puppy pumpkin and you smile, satisfied at how it looks. You drop a small wax candle, pure white and scented like lilies, into the bottom of the pumpkin, and you place it on the dining table for later. Halloween has traditionally been a time of great celebration, and it has its roots in other much older festivals. The Roman goddess Pomona brought us the game of bobbing for apples, which became a part of Halloween when the Romans came to Britain from Europe. Pomona was the protector of fruit, and she was a wood nymph who lived in the forest and loved nothing more than seeing the bough of branches heavy with apples and the bushes thick with berries. Pomona especially watched over the orchards that stretched far and wide in the land. Their searching branches weighed with the fruit, and she made sure the harvest of apples was always a good one. She nurtured the fruit trees and provided an abundance of juicy apples for the people of the land to eat. When the Romans went to Britain, they took apple trees with them, and they also imported the game of bobbing for apples. Bobbing for apples is a courting game and a Roman tradition that foretold who would marry next. A tub filled with water has apples dropped into it, their dense forms making small splashes as they land in the cool water. The apples will naturally float in the water like flotsam of discarded wood sailing out at sea. The game is won by the first person to take a bite out of one of the apples without using their arms at all. You will lean forward and you will be able to smell the fresh crispness of the apples floating in the clear water. If you can catch one of the ripe fruits in your mouth and bite it without bringing your hands to the water, you have won the game. The winner will be the next person in the party to marry, or so tradition says. If you take your winning apple home with you and place it under your soft, comfy pillow that night, to the side or the top so your sleepy head can sink into your soft pillow, and the apple is only a dream, you will dream of who your sweetheart will be. This game has also been played in Cornwall in England for as long as memory allows, but there it is called Allantide and includes no water for bobbing. There was a 6th century bishop called St. Alan who arrived in Cornwall from Wales. Who this man was and what he did is